Well, hello there, welcome back. We are going to begin this episode like we have begun the past couple of episodes by hatching a new pet. So we have this lovely cabbage here, and we're going to see what kind of pet we get. Okie dokie. Okay. This is a really interesting pet. I am not sure what I'm looking at here, but apparently it's called a Cabbager. So that's an interesting development. Oh, and it's very angry, actually. Angry Cabbager. Does not want to be pet, barely wants to be talked to. That's fine. We'll have to come up with an interesting name for this little pet. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below for this Grumpy Gus. For our next pet, I would really like to hatch one of these ones that look like pumpkins. Like this one looks like a gourd. This one looks like a pumpkin. I think we'll go with this one first. Only 9 hours. I'm surprised. A lot of these fancier ones take like 10 to 12 hours. So I'm kind of surprised by that, but that is exciting. We'll see what happens there. All right, let's go ahead and continue our main quest. It's been a little while since we've continued with this. So it looks like we have to go to Bully and talk to her. Hello again. How did things go? Get into any trouble? Did you meet everyone in the town yet? I sure did. Good for you. I'm sure you behaved like an upstanding citizen, considering you're a newcomer. Perhaps now I can trust you with some more powerful knowledge about your latent world hopper abilities. Yuli pauses for a moment to look you over once more, seemingly evaluating her judgment of you. One moment, I have something to show you. She briskly walks off, disappearing behind her shop desk. All you can hear is the shuffling of papers until she emerges once more with some type of book in hand. It looks like it could be a journal. Before I let you in on more complicated things about world hopper magic, this here will be a good place to start. It's yours to keep. Julie hands you a journal. It has the words Pet Diary on the front cover. I jotted down basic information about the first pet you animated in there for you. The rest will be up to you to fill in as you utilize your world hopper powers to animate new and unusual creatures along your journeys. New types of creatures that you animate yourself can be recorded directly into your diary from first-hand experience. However, if you come across a new companion in other ways, you'll want to be sure to spend some time with it to observe it before recording it. Pets that you hatch in your account will be recorded into your pet diary immediately, while pets that are hatched by other players must reach a certain affection level with you before they will be recorded. Oh, that's very interesting. I do like that if you maybe meet a friend's pet and pat it every day or go talk to it every day, you can still learn about that pet even if you don't have one yourself. To access your pet diary at any time, go to World, then Pet Diary. Now that you've got a place to record your findings, I think you're ready to be introduced to something more complicated and more powerful. Julie disappears from your view once again, this time slipping behind a door located in the back of her shop. You can vaguely make out some clinking sounds coming from within the room before she reappears with a mysterious-looking large bronze pot in her hands. Ooh, we have some options here. You know, I think we've made ourselves out to be pretty helpful so far, so we're going to offer to help her carry the unwieldy object. There's no need for that. I've got it. Just stay right there. She closes the door behind her quickly with her foot as she hauls the pot over towards you and sets it on the floor. As you can probably tell, this is a cauldron of sorts. From what I've been able to gather, this will be necessary for you to continue discovering new and more powerful creatures with your world hopper magic. I obviously haven't been able to try it myself, but rumor has it that world hoppers can combine the life energies of different pets into an even stronger single form. People in the know have been calling it pet alchemy, and there's talk of fantastical and even legendary rarities of creatures that can be alchemized in this way. I've also heard that pets raised in different types of menagerie settings can affect the result of your alchemy, but of course that's something you'll have to test out for yourself. Any new creatures that you alchemize can be jotted down in your pet diary as well. Whenever you have time, you should try it out to see what you can create with it. To access Pet Alchemy, go to Account, then Pet Alchemy. Alchemy recipes can be discovered randomly or through the use of a recipe scroll. Successfully discovered recipes will automatically be stored in your Pet Recipes book, located on the Pet Alchemy page for future reference. So that's it. I've shown you everything that I know. You should be ready to explore the world and hone your abilities now. Teach me about exploring too. Teach you? Pets are my area of interest. I don't have any expertise in exploration or what have you. If you want to know more about exploring, you could talk to Fantasia. I've heard that they're well-traveled. Anyway, I need to get back to my work. See you, World Hopper. Leave to find Fantasia. Oh, we got a pen expansion and Billy's laboratory. You're skipping along leisurely on your way to Fantasia and Lilia's house when suddenly a blur of green hurtles into your view, catapulting out of the bushes lining the side of the road. You blink in confusion as you collide into... Calbit? Aw man, I was so close. Oh, it's you, World Hopper. I've been running around the countryside trying to catch grasshoppers, but they're so quick. Well, I know what a grasshopper is, so I'm going to say, why are you doing that? It's the latest cool thing kids are doing in town, didn't you know? I invented the hobby, grasshopper catching. We let them go afterwards, of course. People have totally joined in by now, I'll bet. Let's not be sassy, let's just say, I was on my way to Fantasia's. Oh, you're not gonna join me? It's fun, I promise, and also an opportunity to finally be cool. What's he trying to say? We're not cool? Really? I mean, yeah, of course, duh. Anyways, the trick is to focus and find the green within the green. Then you just cup it with your hands. Don't be grossed out, they don't bite. You follow Calbit's intricate instructions and try to spot any green grasshoppers lurking in the tall, also green grass. Ooh, crouch low and stay still. You decide that stealth is the best way to catch wily creatures, so you hunker down and squint into the field looking for any sign of movement. You squint so intently that you end up closing your eyes. Sleepiness overtakes you. The rustling of leaves soothes your spirit as you glide across the glade. Dappled sunlight falls on your cheek and a song undulates in the wind. You strain to hear its notes as they grow quicker. Up, wake up! You should have just told me if you were going to take a nap. I had to do all the work here. Do grasshoppers even exist? Of course they do. I even read about them in a book somewhere. I just know they exist. We're gonna nod placatingly. Anyways, I guess it's getting late. We have nothing new to show for it. How am I going to explain this to my people? Calbit grabs fistfuls of his hair in anguish. Oh, I know. I bet if we win a lot of stuff at the playground, people in town will be too distracted by our glory to remember the grasshopper fiasco. Let's go. Fine, if you insist. Oh, we really are going to play games in the playground. Alright, here we go. Why don't we each go play some of these games and earn some nice scores? I heard you can get potatoes and gifts too if you score high enough. Last one done is a funky egg. Okay, we have to play 5 rounds of any playground game and return to Calbit. What game am I going to play? Can you guys guess? It's probably going to be Versi Forage because I love that game. Alright, I'm off. I'll see you guys when I'm done.
1 hour later.
Alright, I have played 5 rounds of playground games, so let's resume this quest. Albert is furiously, albeit clumsily, attempting every game in the playground when you check up on him. Alright, I'm all done, beat that. Whoa, done already? Did you get a nice high score? Albert is busy looking at your high scores when he suddenly looks up, seeming to remember something. Oh man, I forgot. Today was kitchen duty. Oh man, everyone's going to be so mad and hungry when I get back. Here, take my winnings. I gotta go light if I want to run back before dinner ends. Calbit shoves a pile of stuff into your arms and turns tail, darting speedily into the horizon back to the inn. You wonder where all his energy comes from. Go visit Fantasia as you planned. Alright, well thank you Calbit for all this stuff. Go see Fantasia. You're admittedly a little exhausted by the time you finally arrive at Fantasia and Lilia's usual training fields. It's been a bit of a long day. You look for any sign of the pair, but no one appears to be around. Try Fantasia's house? Past the training dummies and targets near the edge of the meadow is a wooden house. You knock hesitantly and hear a muffled voice reply. Come in. Ah, it's the new World Hopper again. You faring well with getting your bearings? I'm gonna say, I think I'm doing okay. That's great. It's nice to see someone so confident despite not knowing much about their purpose or surroundings. Ah, but there may be things you haven't discovered yet. For instance, have you tried exploring the countryside yet? The locals like to accost people with riddles. Ah, yes, I'm familiar with that. It's a bit surprising at first, but Lilia happens to love riddles, so I've warmed up to the concept. How about it? Do you want to give it a try? It shouldn't take too long to meet a local. Let's go now. Sure, I'll tag along. An endless expanse of fields and greenery greets you as you begin your stroll with Fantasia. Now all we need to do is travel along at our own pace and chat with people along the way. Sometimes you might even meet charitable individuals or mysterious things. Try adventuring and answer one riddle correctly. Read the instructions below the game for additional clarity. If you haven't selected your sprite for the first time yet, do so now. I'm off to adventure. Oh, want a riddle? I collect friends like Bewley connects Bernard's turnips. Who am I? I collect friends like Bewley connects Bernard's turnips. Should I know this? Maybe Cabbager collects a lot of friends? I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna say charm, because if you're charming, you get a lot of friends, maybe? Great, excellent. Love it when I guess and get it right. So I wonder if for the quest we only had to answer one riddle correctly. Let's go check. Fantasia is whistling as they stroll. They appear to be familiar with some of the locals already. I answered one. Well, what did you think? Interesting, right? Sometimes when I get too cooped up in town, I come out here to get some exercise and clear my head. Let's go back to my home. You can join me for tea if you'd like. You follow Fantasia along the path back to their house. They put a pot of water on to boil and you stand around admiring their rustic wooden furniture. How do you like your tea? I have... The door suddenly bursts open and Lilia enters, looking excited. Fantasia, you wouldn't believe... Oh, you have company. Ahem. Hello, World Hopper. I'll just say hello. Apologies for my hasty intrusion without knocking. I hope I didn't startle you. Are you well? We just went adventuring for a little bit. They didn't know about the riddles. Oh, a good pastime if I do say so myself. Some of those riddles can be so tricky though. What were you about to tell me when you came in? Ah, I almost forgot. I was planning to tell Fantasia about how I trained the right qualities today. That's good news. Did you improve your tenacity as much as you needed? Yes, I managed to get past that hurdle I was struggling with. Oh, World Hopper, you might not know what I mean. Would you like to come see the daily training area? Sure. So this is where you can get rewarded and improve yourself for doing various things in our world. You can improve your qualities such as tenacity, and that should help you deal with different situations and people. Yeah, or sometimes you need to be extra charming to persuade someone who's being stubborn. Why don't you give it a try? We'll wait here. Oh, they want us to complete a daily potato task, but I've already completed so many. This part of the quest is definitely still assuming that I'm very new and that I don't know a lot of these things yet. So perhaps we'll pick back up on questing when we get to some of the new content or a new area, because obviously some of these things are still a little bit beginner tutorial-esque. And may not be as interesting to you all. Alright, this is what I have been waiting for so long. So we finally finished talking to Fantasia and Lilia about adventuring, about exploring new lands, and now we have unlocked Officiator, Agnes, Oren, Pi, Nico, and Peddler's Port. And this is, oh my gosh, this is honestly like one of the best parts of this game, is unlocking new things and just seeing these little thumbnails here. It makes me so excited to explore further, and I just love the art style and the creativity. I'm so excited. What do I feel? Well, if you know me at all, I always feel emotional. So let's say emotional. You recall the faces of each person you've met so far, and your heart warms a little at the thought of budding friendships. You're looking forward to all the new people you'll meet and trust in the future. Quickening your pace, you feel a new sense of cheerfulness as you make your way back to Bernard. His small cottage comes into view, with your thoughts swimming in all the possibilities of a new world. All right, Bernard, hello. I hear you've helped out a lot of people around town. Mighty nice of you, you know. I treated you suspiciously at first, but it seems like I owe you an apology. Aww. You've made some good friends here, haven't you? I know you've just gotten used to being in town with us, but I hear there's been trouble over in Three's Forest. A good friend and longtime customer of mine is right smack dab in the middle of it, so I was hoping that you might be able to go help them out like you helped us. Did we get to go to the Three's Forest? Oh my goodness. If you decide to go, you should be careful though. The forest is a lot less friendly than us here in Louise Hill. The word out of the forest is that there's some witches causing each other problems. Since you worked so well between the residents here, I hope your diplomacy might help them. There's also a rumor going around that the forest may hold some clues about whatever strange magic sent you lot here, but I don't know for sure. If you're curious, it might be worth looking into. Just be careful out there, you hear? You can always come back to Louise Hill and see us again. I'm not much for all this excitement, but it's nice to have someone else around with a level head on their shoulders. Aww. I'm gonna thank him profusely, a little teary-eyed. That's very on brand for me. Oh my gosh, we've completed Louise Hill and unlocked the Three's Forest. Yay! Alright. Oh. Verdant Fields Oast Border. 500 potatoes, and we've unlocked trout in the Three's Forest. Oh my goodness. Look! This is so neat. This is the first time I've seen our map with other places unlocked. I can finally use these town hops and they're actually useful. This is great. I think we will definitely be continuing our questing, our main quest line in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you later. Bye everyone.